Okay, this is nice and clean. It's nice and free of any, look how nice and clean this thing. Before, this thing was covered with mud and dirt and dust, and you couldn't actually see through anything here, but I was able to clean everything nicely. This is the housing for the axle, where this drive shaft actually goes through this axle. And this axle actually has this little tiny piece of plastic that is actually a dust cover. All right, and this thing of course goes through this section right here, then the shaft goes inside there, the axle, and this cap actually is supposed to cover the rest, so no water or dust or dirt will seep through. But this thing was always like right here, so there's still a gap, you see there. So when I took everything off, there was so much dust and dirt and mud inside here, even though this vehicle has never been off-road or underwater. And so I'm no longer going to be using this. So what I'm going to use is this now. And this is a specially made housing that will go. I had to grease it first before I pushed it in. And it goes right there. It's greasable, and then this axle will go through in here. And this is some rubber material right here. And so now definitely no water, no dust, no mud, no dirt will fit through this section right here. And it's kind of nice though. So I'm going the extra mile to do this. I know that I will never go off-roading and put this vehicle in severe conditions. I mean, it's already taking me a long time to do all this work, all this detail, to take it off the road and just be like a total idiot and spend hundreds of dollars later on replacing parts. But anyway, so I'm replacing this junk with this nice piece, which it also is kind of like it because it matches all the colors that I painted already, so I didn't have to actually work on this at all. The only thing I had to do is grease it, install it, and then once it's installed, then I'll go ahead and grease the entire chamber right there, so the axle will spin nice and freely. But that's where it goes, my friend. Capiche?